Boom, what's going on, guys? People keep asking and I'm here to figure it out. Where are crappie in June? Guys, stick around. I'm gonna break it down. I'm at a lake I haven't been to in about a month. We're gonna figure out where the crappie are, what they're doing, what they're biting on. Y'all stick around, should be a good one. So guys, it is June, so that means the water temperatures are on the rise, fish are done spawning, they should be pushing off into their deep summer homes, and that's what I'm here to break down today. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit a couple of known spots, and then I'm gonna start breaking down new areas of the lake. So I'm at spot number 1. It's just a submerged brush pile. It's a known pile that I have marked. I just kind of want to see what they're doing. Guys, today, going with my standard setup, guys. 1/8 ounce jig head, made by Cade. Cade, thank you, sir, I sincerely appreciate you. Therapist body by Slab. Curly, about 6 inches above that, I have a number 7 split shot, guys, available on the website, danglenationoutdoors.com. Code SLAB, get you 10% off your order, guys. Anyway, let's drop back down to here. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I'm just dropping down on this pile right here, folks, and I want to see what we got. I had a little hit right there, which means we got a little activity. So I'm going to go back through the pile. I'm gonna draw this fit. There we go, guys. There we go. Oh yeah, yes sir. All right, first one on deck. So 23-foot deep brush pile. There's actually a lot of movement on it. That's a short. Y'all know we ain't here for the shorts, we're here for the bigs. So guys, as I'm going along here, I'm moving spots right now, and as I'm going, I'm just kind of surveying the land, kind of seeing what we're working with here. What I want to look for is I want to look for bait, I want to look for brush piles, I want to look for stuff like that. So you can see there's some bait along the bottom here. There's actually a little stick in the mud right there that actually isn't that bad of a structure. So, but I'm just scanning left and right. I'm going at about, I don't know, let's see, I'm going at a half of a mile an hour, and I'm just looking left, I'm just looking right, guys. I'm just looking to see what we can find out here, and it looks like we're coming up on a pile right here, so that's good news. I turned it off because I had a boat going by, but there we go, guys. First legal fish of the trip. There we go. Had a boat going by. I want to say what's up. So anyway, there we go. First one off this pile. So what I've done, I kind of accidentally drifted too far forward. So I'm right over the pile now. By right over, I mean I'm at 16, 18 feet right here. So let's drop on it again, guys. Let's see what we can do. I've gotten us more into a position to where I can dead stick, and all a dead stick is the jig literally hangs straight down over the pile. There's not as much movement, and I think it's more of a pressure bite, more of a defensive bite than it is a reaction bite. So let's see what happens here. I'm going down in the pile. Ooh, had a little bite right there. I want to get down in there. Like I said, I want to get down in that pile. Let's see if we can get a bite. There we go. There we go. So I got down in there, and yeah, we're still getting little ones from in the middle. So what that would tell me, guys, is that this one's still stacked up with the little guys. So hey, a bite's a bite. I'm not mad about that, but it tells me that this pile is probably got 1 or 2 big ones, if that, and the rest are going to be small, and the big ones are not going to be too reactive. That's just typically how it works, in my opinion, whenever I fish for these submerged structures like this. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to go down in this pile. There we go. There's another bite right there. So this will tell us right here, guys. Yeah. Bunch of little guys. So let's push up to a different type of structure here. This is a submerged, looks like cedar bush, so a short stubby pile. Let's push up, see if there's something a little more broad up here. Y'all stick around. All right, guys, so here you go. We're at a bigger pile. This one's way larger, and you can tell that it's got a lot more life. It's teeming with a lot more life. So we're gonna stop right here. I wanna keep a little bit of offset so you can see it's actually 2 bigger brush piles right there. So I'm gonna hit this front one for a little bit. It's right here at 16 foot. It looks like there's a whole lot more life on there. Actually, I just realized I lost my split shot. So we're going down, jig only, jig only. So let's see what happens here. Now we gotta play the wind. So as I approach the pile, my boat's gonna get more straightened out. And if you need a little how-to on how to control your boat a little better, I have a whole video about that. I'll link it down in the description box, and it's a fantastic tool for you if you're just getting into crappie fishing. So the pile's more to my left, so what I'm gonna do is give it 2 clicks over, and while it moves, I'm gonna throw a split shot on. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I was a little mistaken earlier. I said we were gonna lose 10 feet, and based on my map, and I came over this ridge, and this pile is actually in the drop-off. So let's pop on out here. So I moved that pile. Y'all know I like to keep that pile about my 1 o'clock. So this is good enough for me. So I'm gonna drop down there, and I'm gonna see what's going on with this fish here. Let's see. Bunch of followers. You can see the followers there. So let's get back down in that pile, and I think that we're deep enough. I'm actually gonna give her 1 more click up. The pile starts at 14-ish feet and ends at 34 feet. So big piles like this, I can do more than one thing. I can do two things at once. I can do 2 or 3 different styles of fishing at one time, which is fantastic, which is what we want. So there we go, guys. There we go. Loaded up, and I can tell you right now, this is a bigger fish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go. Nice legal white crappie right there, guys. There we go. Good dinner plate to start off this pile. So already upgrading the pile, already upgrading the size a little bit on that one. All right, guys, so plenty of fish on that pile. However, they're just not the ones that I want. I'm looking for those bigger fish. So that was a short, stubby pile. I want to push up here. I think there's a more broad brush pile up here. I want something a little more expanded, a little more flat, and a little more extended, just to see if maybe that's what they're holding on to. Good news is, though, that based on the amount of shorts in this lake, I think that the spawn was fantastic this season, especially since, man, I got my own opinions on the limits in Texas, but this is one of these lakes in Central Texas that gets hammered. I haven't been here in a long time, but it seems as though there was a good spawn. We got a lot of good new fish, so that's fantastic, but we're gonna have to weed through those shorts to get to those bigger fish, those mama fish, those slabs, if you will. So let's keep scanning here, guys. We're pulling up to another pile. Let me throw you on the chest. Let's drop down. Let's see how they're reacting. We're losing about 10 foot of water on this pile too. So I was at 24 foot there and pushing up to about 15 foot now, 15 to 18, just to see. We're gonna try to figure out where these fish are hanging out. Let's get to it. All right, got retied now. Let's pitch it out there. I wanna hit this back pile now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast past that pile and I'm gonna bring it over the top of it. Come out of that choker right there. Got one following, just stay raising it. Ooh, he came off of it. So there's definitely other fish in there because that fish was following me and then he stopped. But hey, we got another one. So, ooh, nice little, is that a black crappie? Nope, little whitey, all right. So I can see the bigger fish in that middle cut right there. So I'm actually gonna push up one more click because we're 22 foot deep water. I want a reactive bite. I want them to get angry at it and I want them to bite it just like that. Lee. All right. So let's try the front of the pile now. So I've been hitting the back of the pile. So that pile, look, it's right here at 2 foot. So I'm gonna come basically right here and drop it right beside the boat. There we go. Woo! Got a little bit bigger on me. Got a little bit bigger on me. There we go. I thought the cameras were on. They turned off. My apologies. So got a little bit bigger. There we go. Let's drop down on it again to see if we can't get that joker to duplicate that. So back pile's definitely got the bigger fish, which is good. And guys, if I'm not getting the bites that I want, I'll also, before I pull off a spot, I'm actually fished this spot probably way longer than I ever would. I can see the amount of life on it. I'll switch colors. So let me grab, here's what I'll do. I'll take my purple off and I'll actually switch to a lighter color. So let's grab orange real quick and see how that does. So we're gonna grab Orange Crush here. And this one's got a dual tail and it's a little bit smaller profile. You know, sometimes these fish are a little bit picky in what they want. Hey, I get it. It's just like us. Some days you want a hamburger, some days you want a T-bone steak. So let's drop orange down there and see how they react. Good night, finally, guys. Oh, there we go. So guys, I came off that pile. I came up that pile, dropped it down in there. I just turned the camera off because old Rods and Reel pulled up and look at that. You're my good luck charm, sir. Okay, so we're at the console now. Now, how do I mark a waypoint? So we just found that brush pile, right? So let me flip it around. You'll see your boat icon. It's super easy, guys. All you wanna do is come over here and hit mark. You're gonna hit waypoint, and then you're gonna pick whatever you want. So that's an underwater brush pile, so we're gonna hit brush. And if I have caught a ton of fish on it, I go with a purple mark. If I have caught 1 or 2, or I haven't really fished it yet, I go with a yellow mark. So I'm gonna leave it yellow and just hit close. And there you go, guys. Now that pile is marked, and it is gonna be there as long as I have this head unit. Guys, let's get out of this wind. Let's jump across the lake. Woo-hoo-hoo! It got windy fast out there on the main lake, guys. So check it out. I have opted for a big old main lake cove right here. So the wind's actually coming from over there, so we're in a little bit calmer water. Of course, we're still gonna feel the wind because we're out here on the lake. I'm pushed off the bank far enough, but I want you to see it's just a big flat. This is a big old universal flat right here. So it just slowly tapers out into the lake. So what I want to do is I want to start at that same depth range. I want to start at that 20 to 22 foot mark. And while I'm over here, I'm going to work up in the shallows and then out in the deep. So I just kind of want to zigzag through here, and clearly they're on brush already. So I'll be looking for brush, for stick ups, stuff like that, to see if they would prefer flats or deeply submerged timber. We're going to figure it out. So let's drop down, see what we can find. Okay, got a nice one follow me up. If we can... That's a nice fish, guys. That is a nice fish. So let's do this. You know, I like my therapist. I'm gonna switch back to it only because of the tail. I want the tail action. So let's go back here and grab it. And the reason I'm switching is they followed me, but they never bit at it. They just kind of looked at it. So they may not be keen to that color. Pop this on there like that. And now let's go dead stick and try to catch that fish, guys. That is a nice sized fish. All right, nothing on that one, that's okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mark this pile. We're gonna look and scan and look for the next one. So let me go to the back, mark it, and then I will pick y'all right back up. I'm gonna start out deep, guys. I'm gonna start deep in the pile. There we go, guys. There we go. Yep, that's what we're after. Yep, there we go. There we go. Oh. You gotta be kidding me, guys. Let's drop back in there again. What a nice fish that was, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Dropping back down in there. What a fish that was. All right, stop him right over the pile again. There we go. Got him again. Got him again. We're not stopping this time. We're bringing him all the way in, son. Get him in the boat. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. That's what we're after right there. Let's put him back in there. So this structure is definitely holding more fish. Looks like there's a couple down in the mud right here. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Right out of the mud, guys. Right out of the mud. We're going to get this big dandy in the boat. Get this big dandy in the boat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. State structure. Or man-made. It's definitely a man-made structure, but man. Oh, that's what we want to see, guys. That's what we want to see. And just for you, J-Bones, I got a buddy that says we put the fish back too aggressively. So thank you, man. Thank you, man. You can't beat that, guys. So far this flat has produced the best looking fish. I'm gonna hit it a couple more times, but there's some more. There's got to be more. The state usually places like 10 at a time, so we're gonna fish a couple more on this one, and don't worry, we're gonna find some more. That's right there. Same thing all over again, guys. Same thing, same bucket head, dude. Bucket head right there, guys. Oh man, that does not get old, man. So orange in the mud, and this is what I'm looking at, guys. Look, see him right there? Right there. That's where I'm hitting him at. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. There we go. Oh man, they're hitting it. They're hitting it hard. They're fired up now, guys. That's what we need. See if I can't get him to react to me here. Oh, he hit it, moved off. So, all right, let's look for another spot. Oh, I'm seahorsing, that's why. I wouldn't bite that either. Guys, I was cruising and I found found three in the mud. Just straight up, just found three in the mud. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. They're literally just sitting in the mud. Look at this. Just three in the mud. So I'm gonna drop down on them again. Let's see if we can't get them to react. Man. So far the flat has been nice. Here we go, let's drop down in them again. And I'm just dragging this joker in the mud, guys, straight up in the mud. Man, nothing. All right. Well, there's another big old slab right there at 22 feet. Let's go over there. I'm still gonna come right over his face. Here we go, right here, ready? Drop down in there, hold it right over them. Just gonna let it drift. There we go, guys. There we go. Dandy. Oh man. Good night, guys. Oh, it does not get old. I'm telling you guys, that is one of the funnest things in the world right there. Well, there you have it, guys. Look at that last slabby patty of this video, guys. So based on what I'm seeing in the pattern we've been on today, I would say that yes, they're stacking the brush. I would say check main flats. The best fish today have been on these main lake flats. You get constant depth, constant temperature, and constant supply of food because you're on this big flat, so everything's about the same for these fish, guys. I hope that helps y'all out. I hope y'all can go out there and smash them. Drop in the comment section where they're at in your lake right now. That way we can help other people on the channel, guys. Make sure you check out our website, danglenationoutdoors.com. Code SLAB gets you 10% off. We have a little bit of everything: performance fishing hoodies, net gaiters, hats, shirts, gear, bobbers, split shots, weighted swivels, hooks, the whole 9 yards, guys. Y'all check it out. Code SLAB saves you 10%. Like I said, make sure you share this video to someone who you think will appreciate it and learn something from it. Check out this playlist, and guys, we will catch you on the next one. Don't stop the dangle. Peace.